Earlier this year, I reported on groundbreaking new data from Edison Research that found that Facebook usage declined for the first time ever. That exact same survey found that while Facebook diminished, Instagram flourished. Now, I don't think that's an accident, and I don't think it's likely to change anytime soon. In fact, I predict that by 2020, Instagram may in fact overtake Facebook in total usage in the United States. Now, you may have some hypotheses of your own, but here's the 9 reasons why I think Facebook is going down and Instagram is going straight up. First, Instagram is more mobile friendly. It was built for mobile. It's just easier to use in mobile. And now that 80% of all social media content is consumed in a mobile device, that seems to be an advantage. Second, Instagram has better stories integration. Of course, Facebook also has stories, but it just works better in Instagram, at least for now. Third, Instagram is trending up amongst young Americans. That same study showed that amongst Americans ages 12 to 34, Facebook declined sharply between 2017 and 2018, with simultaneous increases in Instagram and Snapchat usage. Now, since that data was released, Snapchat has had their own issues with user growth and loyalty, driven by what seems to be an endlessly changing interface and a $1.3 billion valuation drop based on a single tweet from Kylie Jenner. So I think Instagram will continue to win over youthful social media users who are, of course, mathematically, the future of any social network. Fourth, Instagram is actually more commerce friendly than is Facebook. Facebook's tried a lot of different commerce initiatives over the years. None of them have worked that well. Commerce on Instagram is so woven into the experience, it feels like a very natural extension of the platform. I've personally bought a bunch of stuff on Instagram that I probably didn't need or know that I wanted. The sophistication of the targeting algorithm is really, really strong on Instagram, at least right now. And this experience is going to get even better for users. Just last week, they announced that they're going to implement in-app payments. So you'll be able to actually transact inside Instagram itself without having to leave to go over to a website to buy something. This is going to transform Instagram into a commerce powerhouse for products. Mark my words on that. Fifth, Instagram is a better place for brands. I talk to leading social media marketers from big companies every single week on the Social Pros podcast, and invariably they say that they're just growing tired of Facebook as a brand vehicle, a lot more use of Facebook groups instead of newsfeed. There's lots of brands whose content is generally a pleasure to consume on Instagram. I'm not sure that's the case very often with brands on Facebook these days. Instagram better for brands. Sixth, Instagram has better discovery, easier to find content on Instagram because of the robust use of hashtags. Seventh, Instagram is just a more positive place. Now, I'm not suggesting there's not trolls and misanthropes on Instagram, of course that there are, but Instagram feels, at least to me, and I think to many of you, like a more positive and uplifting place overall. Maybe it's just because it's all photos. I did an unscientific poll on Facebook this week. I asked my friends which they thought was a more positive environment, Facebook or Instagram. 87% of my friends said Instagram, and 219 of them participated in the poll, so that's a pretty large number. Eighth, Instagram has built-in messaging. So look, Facebook Messenger is a big hit. It's skyrocketing in popularity. I really like it. But Instagram chat and Instagram messaging can do a lot of the same things that Facebook Messenger can do, and it's all built into the same application. And they can do even more because video chat is rolling out soon on Instagram, which is also going to help it as a customer service tool. So if you had the choice, right, would you want to have your social media and your messaging in one app like Instagram, or 2 apps like Facebook and Facebook Messenger? I would rather have one app, and I think you're probably the same. And ninth, Instagram is starting to open up to developers. Facebook is becoming more cautious because of the whole Cambridge Analytica data scandal, a lot of other issues. It's starting to be a little bit wary about third parties. Simultaneously, Instagram is opening up more to developers, more than they ever have in the past. In fact, just recently, Instagram announced that users like you, like me, will be able to use third-party camera effects and third-party stickers on stories and on content. And I think it really a recognition of Instagram's role and future role as people's preferred social network. Instagram is going to allow users to post Instagram stories into Instagram from other apps. So you'll be able to use Spotify, GoPro, etc., create content there, and then move it into your Instagram stories, which is really interesting. Look, Facebook is still a behemoth. It's still the only social network that approaches ubiquity, but Instagram is turning into a better social network in my estimation. And if that continues, I think it is entirely possible that Instagram becomes more popular than Facebook by 2020, at least here in the US. What do you think?